Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business podcast. Today, we're going to take a look at a hemp farm in the UK that was forced to destroy over $250,000 worth of crop due to a lack of knowledge, really. To help us kind of take a look at that law and how the police kind of fumbled that is Katrina Glogowski, angel investor and attorney. Katrina, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, so in case you haven't seen, there's an issue here where in the UK you can grow hemp, but you have to apply for it, and there are some stipulations or restrictions. So you can't have anything that's green, that includes leaves or the flower, but you can have seeds and press that into oil, and you can have CBD and some other derivatives. So that presents a little bit of an issue when this crop got destroyed. Apparently, there's a cooperative announced that it had to destroy 40 acres located in central England. So the destruction means a lost revenue of £200,000, and they were going to use that exclusively to sell hemp seed oil and hemp protein powder without using the flower. So kind of an issue because that would have generated 2.9 million US in revenue at the retail price, and about 586,000 of that would have been in tax revenue. But with it being destroyed, not much you can do with it.
Josh, this is a classic example of individuals, legislatures, and governmental bodies writing legislation without understanding what they're legislating. You can't have flour, but you can have extract. Well, you need to have flour to get to extract. That is just basic. And I really encourage legislatures attempting to craft new statutes, new regulations, and new rules to engage with stakeholders, and this mistake would not have been made. I'm stunned by this destruction of an entire crop, and I feel bad for this farmer because from my understanding, granted I've only read an article, he was growing compliantly. He had a license. He grew what he had a license to grow and went to harvest it and had to destroy it. I don't understand the totality of circumstances how we got here, but the implication is you can't have flour, so they destroyed it. Literal interpretation of the statute, no flour. But the practical implication of that statute is no CBD product at all, because you need the flour to get to the product. Chicken and the egg. This is unfortunate, Josh.
It's very reminiscent of circa 2018 when Idaho confiscated about 7,000 pounds of hemp because they didn't think it was legal. And so, yeah, not kind of following up with the laws. And so when you have these niche laws or exceptions or just a lack of uniformity, I guess, when you have your own individual state laws without kind of this federal oversight, it makes it really tough. So I'm not really sure how people can stay in compliance in England knowing that their flower is not protected.
Well, first of all, they have to change the statute. Then they have to educate the officials. But at the same time, Josh, you and I talk repeatedly about the dangers of entering this industry and the importance of compliance. And this is a perfect example. Again, the article implies that the farmer was compliant with the intent of the statute. Growing hemp, he had a license, and then it was destroyed because of misunderstanding. And that's a risk in this industry. If you're an investor, if you're a farmer, it doesn't matter. You get an individual enforcement officer that says, this looks like cannabis, destroy it. You get a body that says, no, a regulatory body that says, no, you can't have flour, because they don't understand that you need the flour to make the extract. Again, these are regulatory risks that every business in this industry faces. And it should be a cautionary tale to both investors and farmers entering this industry.
It's kind of crazy if you have to, print out the law and have it handy for the lawmen when they come. Reminds me, of some conspiracy theorists who make note of the difference between maritime law and civil law. So when they get pulled over, they say, "I have the right to travel unmolested. This is not a car. This is my property. I'm not driving. I'm traveling." Um, so when you have to kind of explain laws to an officer, you kind of sound like a conspiracy theorist wacko. I mean, the lawman should know the law, but I think it does provide a possible opportunity, because what they say is you can apply for a license for an exemption, so you can have a novel food license. Now, with the ban in Washington and California and basically everywhere now with CBD edibles, beverages, is this a workaround? Is there some sort of novel food license that would exempt some companies from being able to do that in the US like they can in the UK?
There is no novel food license equivalent in the United States. The FDA regulates food items. The FDA has already commented on CBD in food items, on CBD in any type of consumable form, including tinctures and lotions, and even in animal feed products. Uh, but I think the closest equivalent we would have here would be GRAS certification of the 4 hemp agricultural products that was granted some time ago with the hemp seed oil and the non-viable hemp seeds being marketed as like a fiber supplement, a protein supplement. And so that would be the closest equivalent. But again, that's not really what they're talking about here. That's there's no novel food thing that has an equivalent from the UK to the US, Josh.
Well, I want to thank my guest, Katrina Glogowski, angel investor and attorney. Thanks for helping us unpack this whole thing with the UK being forced to destroy about $250,000 worth of hemp for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, unfortunately, Josh.
It is unfortunate. With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.